here. Reach back. Yeah, reach back with go back to your right side. And with your left arm, like reach back and swallow my elbow as much as you can. Yeah. And then over. Yes. So now I'm like trying to walk. No, don't go there. So if you do that. The problem, why do I say not go there? Because now your left elbow is pretty far from your neck.
Yeah.
But if I continue to walk and you try to keep your left elbow away from your neck, it's possible that now I'll bring it in. Right. And then it gets worse. So you have to stay at an angle, belly down a little bit more, where your elbow is so far tucked that the floor is in the way. So when people see this on the surface, they think, oh, this won't work. The guy will just walk and choke you. But they're not noticing that your elbow is, you're putting weight forward over your elbow, so your arm can never go like this, like that, which would kill you, right? This would be bad. So your elbow's here. So there's, and with your toes, imagine like just pushing, diving your head that way towards forward. And this, it's impossible for me to bring that arm. But if you roll on your side or you start to build your base, now I can create the position I want. That's why I don't get up. When people get up on their knees from here, like get up on your knees, and they go, oh, now it's like, now you just gave the guy what he wanted. You know, so you stay. Yeah, you just, there's no way, if this is what you need to choke me, try it now. Look, I'm like, there's no way this arm's gonna move. You're not gonna leverage this arm back to my neck if it's down here. So if you Darce, I'm like, oh shit, he's got a deep Darce. See where my arm is? I'll exaggerate. Look where it is now. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna do this, but look where it is now. It's way back over here behind me.
To get it to class.
Look where my hand is. It's like, imagine if I defended the Darce like this. It would be stupid and ridiculous. I wouldn't do it, but you wouldn't choke me. So I'm gonna keep my hand in here, keeping your elbow, so that way I know where your arm is. Most people think of ideas like, what if he switches to a guillotine because my neck is exposed? Yeah, you switch it. But now my head is here. You see how I have control? Try to squeeze my neck. Yeah, try to squeeze. See, my head is up. And now I just bridge on top. I'm sorry. It's gonna crush your chest. But then down the line, it always gives me that too. And anyway, did you guys do that defense?
Yeah, not to that extent.
Do it. Do it. Practice it. Like, try to understand what I'm saying. Like, big chest, elbow in. Take that arm and work that shoulder. Your chest comes forward here. And then there's no way that you're here. Remember, everybody learns. Elbows out, bad. Elbows in, strong. Well, what else? Arm triangles? Like this? Like this? Where do you want your arm? You're like, that's the farthest I can put my arm from an arm triangle. So I got to get to here before it gets too late. It's easy to say when you're not in it, but I'm telling you, there's a moment before the guy cinches it. Your arm he's trying to make your arm do this. You gotta bring your head away from it and bring your elbow in. So look away. That's it. Like this. At some point, for him to beat me, he has to be facing me. So here's what I mean by that. Typically, this would work. See, like at this angle, now I'm getting choked. His body is now facing my body. You don't always have to look at it the way I look at it, but this is one observation. See his stomach, his belly button's pointing at my belly button. But once our belly buttons point in different directions, it's all muscle. Like, you're never gonna finish this. If he squeeze, like, it's not gonna work. But once he walks towards me and now he starts squeezing, he's gonna have that. Now, keep it. Now let's say we roll over to here. That's why, like, if I lay belly down, he's belly down, we're not facing each other. There's no way for him to squeeze and finish me. If he gets me on my side, like Chimaev got Holland, once here, now you're outside wrap, again, he's facing me. Yeah. See, if I was facing up and he was facing down, you see the Darce? Get the deep Darce? You see how we're facing in the same directions? Not same direction, opposite. you know, like you're down, I'm up.
Right.
This is a tight squeeze. You'll finish me. See? So I have to get here. You know, Holland was kind of putting his arm up, which can create some space.
Dropping.
This can kind of create some space. But ultimately, if you outside wrap and you get that angle where you're you know, I'm gonna be in that spot. Yeah. He never chose, which was surprising, he never chose to go here, which is where I would go.
It makes me change every
now it's really impossible for you to, and if you were a beast like Chimaev, no offense, Eddie. If you were a monster like Chimaev and you were gonna like crank me over, let's say, because Chimaev could do that, you know, like whether you go to the vice grip or you use this grip, you know, what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk to your right and then you're gonna kind of drop to your left hip real hard here, and I'm about to get flipped. Then I just go with the technique. If you try to go over, I flip with the technique. Right. And again, now this arm here causes this Kimura style, omoplata style position angle on your arm. So now if you can't really hold on as I keep coming up, now your arm ends up like this.
Yeah.
See? And now we can get into our position here.
Right.
Okay.
It's a game. Circle. So you
But
go down.
nobody, yeah, like
When he
when he fell into the Darce, he started with a vice grip. No, started with vice grip. Again, like if I'm here and Holland was defending, and eventually, you know, Chimaev turn the screws.
Pressure.
You drop this one and you put this one, and you start to flip me. I resist, flip me, and then I go. You see how that breaks the position?
Yeah.
This is the Dan O'Brien. Okay, all of this can turn into crucifix. It can turn, like I said, into here, or we can go towards the back. Variation, like I just showed a second ago. I just didn't want to go through the long variation. And then if we're late, you pinch it off this time, and I'm late, and you get me into the standard Darce like this. If we're here and you're gonna go from here, you're trying to take this leg and hook and stuff. For a while, Holland did a good job of never allowing this. It was the bottom leg, and then as you drop, Holland was able to get to his knees. Keep squeeze. Holland was able to get to here. This is survivable. That's why it never tapped him. But eventually, there was one time where he got to this side, but then he got rolled. And then when he went to the bottom, that's when it got worse. Hooked that top leg, and now I'm done. But again, he never chose to go full belly down. He stayed on his right side like this. You can't stay here. I never want to be on my right side. I want to turn and go to this side. Left hip down. I don't build my base though. Now with my elbow where it is, there's no choke. It's impossible. My arm is not like this. This can be choked. This cannot be choked. It's not realistic you're going to tap anyone. So you're going to have to move on in your life. Try to find a new technique because, I'm going to escape and then I've got my moves. So, but it was still exciting. I thought he fought really well. There was some cool stuff on the takedowns. We can rewatch it some other time and then we'll review kind of like the counters. Holland was interesting because
how he's doing that?
He used a lot of Granbys. He tried to Granby off the first takedown. He Granby twice. So he obviously learned to Granby and he likes Granbys. Yeah. But Chimaev's just ahead of the game with the Granby. Like he sees it.
Yeah, he was like covering.
The first one threw him off though.
The body, how they were doing it.
The first Granby threw Chimaev off, and Chimaev had to do like a very unorthodox, like kind of backward roll. He kind of backward. It was really interesting because this is what like really good grapplers will do. Yeah, they don't even know. What happens is they don't even know, like.
It's almost just like
this is never taught, but if you were to roll across your shoulders, let's say I was bringing you to the mat, and you do a Granby, and you see how you end up here, and then he ended up backward rolling to get up on top, and that was just something that you do, you do
Amongst the
as
scramble,
you,
huh?
in
Or
scrambling.
transition.
Sometimes guys in wrestling, generally in the basic beginning, we teach base, but then eventually some wrestlers learn go with the flow or flow with the go, and he was able to kind of ride him. In other words, come follow him. But yeah, I thought Holland actually did well, even though it was like 2 minutes.
With keeping up.
I know that's kind of, it's kind of
Yeah.
like somebody, well, how could you say he did well? He went 2 minutes, but he actually was defending pretty well. I think there's many other fighters that would have been submitted very fast, and they would not have been able to deal with and scramble out of some of those takedowns.
Yeah, and he's long
For
too.
a non-wrestler, I thought he like put up a pretty good little, it made it exciting. Yeah, the defense was still there. I saw it. It's one thing to see a guy just go out and get cracked and get knocked out. Another thing to see a guy like make the guy work a little bit.
Yeah.
But obviously the Chimaev fans will say, come on, bro, 2 minutes. I guarantee you Chimaev's arms were probably a little gassed from squeezing the hell out of that
Yeah, that was
guy's
fun.
neck.
It was fun to watch, to
So,
see it.
anyway,
It was cool.
that's it. That's all I got to say about that.
Awesome.
Chimaev, pretty badass. Holland, good job.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah.
Check it out.
See you guys next time for more great stuff.